The mission of the Little Sisters, or the purpose and mission of Pernet Family Health, have remained the same. That is, serve the persons in need who are poor in their homes.
Father Pernet said, your ministry is not to preach, it's not to set up anything large, it's to let your love and your labor speak the gospel.
We always said that we're the mother of many because of the fact that we've worked with so many families and literally taken on the task of being like a mother in that family setting.
For a lot of the sisters who served in Worcester, this was a big time of change for them, where they were able to have some independence and some freedom to do their work, to go out into the homes and to fulfill their own mission in their own way. The sisters believed in the worth and dignity of all people, no matter what their religion, no matter what their race or creed or sexual orientation. The sisters respected all people and tried to improve family life for all of the people in the city of Worcester.
Wherever you go and you enter into a home or a community of Little Sisters, you may find very diverse women, but you'll all find one common denominator. When you start talking about the families and you talk about the mission, we're all on the same page. And that's the beauty of the charism that we've all been called to. That's the beauty of our mission. That's where we're all centered.
The Little Sisters of the Assumption, when they first came to Worcester, they would go into the homes and then they would serve. The service that they provided, the skilled nursing service that they provided, was done by religious sisters. And those religious sisters, however, were professionally trained, and they were compassionate and they were competent.
I went to Worcester in 1957, and I went to one very poor family. They weren't really dressed, the children had nothing, and the mother was in bed. So we had to bring them things to take care of them, their food and their clothing. And we went to them about 2 weeks or more.
I just love the work up in Worcester. Worcester was my favorite mission, in both in going out to the homes and my work at number 18.
In the early years in the province, these 50 years in Worcester, the Little Sisters spent their entire day in the family. It was primary care, nursing, mothering, cooking, cleaning. It was really the mother's role that they took care of while the mother was ill.
What I remember, or what I think of as most dear to me and my remembrances of Worcester was, while we did have our houses on Claremont Street, we had enough space in them that we were able to adopt, at the end of the Vietnam War, various families and sponsor them and learn a bit more of their culture, and then to help them to become established and help them find apartments and become independent in their living.
I think Worcester was special to the Little Sisters of the Assumption because of the community that it is. It's a working class community where family means a lot, and to have intact families that have a lot of stressors and possibly family breakdowns because of either child abuse and neglect, or family issues like poverty, not being able to make ends meet, not being able to buy Christmas presents for your children. Those things mean a lot to families. And so the mission of the Little Sisters of the Assumption to strengthen families went a long way in Worcester.
I was taking care of a family that had a new baby on a street that was just about 2 blocks away from where we lived. The apartment was on the 2nd floor. It was very poor. They had very little heat, and the air used to come in right through the windows. It was really cold. And one morning I was there, and they had a washer in the middle of the kitchen floor. So I'm busy doing the wash, and all at once the washer stopped. And I said, oh, I've broken the washer. The first thing you know, the door opened. It was the electrician from the city. He had turned the electric off. And it was such a poor family. And I went home and I told Mother Monica, and she gave me the money right away to go down and pay the bill.
I entered the Little Sisters chiefly because my mother died of cancer, and my father put himself in debt for years trying to pay people to take care of her. So I felt I could take care of mothers with cancer and not have the family torn apart by debt. So that was one of my chief reasons for entering.
My youngest boy contacted cancer, and so the sisters were with him really all the time right up to his death, and it was such a consolation to the family, and even to Stephen. Near the end of Stephen's life, Sister Gabriel used to come to our house, and she used to stay all night with Stephen while the rest of the family went to bed. And one night she woke up all the family, and she came down because she thought this was Stephen's last moments on earth. And we all got around, and we were just getting ready to pray, and Stephen woke up. What's going on here? What's happening here? And Sister I think she was a little embarrassed, but it meant so much to our family, because that time a good laugh really was something different, and so it was good memories, because all my kids remember that night.
The work called me. I like the idea of going into the homes of the poor and taking care of them.
It is in the small ways of really reaching out and loving the individual as they are that they are healed.
I see not only the very poorest, but I also see those who are so kind to be bringing in things for the poor. They are people of means, and yet they have a heart of gold, wanting to help the poor.
We want to strengthen the family and provide the best opportunities for them to help themselves bring themselves up and out of poverty or whatever their situation might be. So I don't know why the Little Sisters are so open and believe in the dignity and worth of every individual, no matter what their situation is, but I know that they do.
I think the last couple of years has been a real testimony to the staff and the board of directors and their belief in the mission and their willingness to do what it takes to carry this mission forward. They've been through many ups and downs, a lot of diminishment as far as staff and programming, and yet they've continued to seek out the ways in which we could begin to build again this mission that is so important.
The Little Sisters gave clear and compelling witness of a commitment to people in need and to whomever they were. All that they needed was to be in need, and particularly the identifying need might have been nursing service. But when they went in to nurse, their focus was, how can we strengthen this family? How can we heal whatever might be the hurt of the moment, but how do we make them strong enough so that they can make their way in life themselves?
Pernet is known to work with the poorest of the poor, and we will never say that anyone is hopeless. that's a contribution to the community of Worcester to promote change.
And what was your favorite part about Worcester? What did you love about being in Worcester?
The families. There were so many poor families, and there wasn't enough people to help them. And that's what I really wanted to do, help the poor.
You were able to give your all and to reach out to people and touch them in their needs and become part of their family as they became part of ours.
Pernet can feel proud, and the little sisters too feel proud that we have really worked endlessly and tirelessly to focus on a population that is rich in spirit, that is rich in possibilities, and that is rich in growth.